Hey peeps, we are back. We're talking The Real Housewives of Dubai, Season 1, Episode 9. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So this episode starts off already bothering me with Sergio and Stansberry in this newlywed game confessional. I have had enough of this man being in every daggone scene. We see him more than we see Nina and Sarah combined. This is just ridiculous. Also, to me, this particular episode wasn't that interesting. It had a few moments, but it was really kind of boring. So Ion meets up with Nina, and oh my goodness. She comes in there in a dress that would have made Stansberry call security to throw her out had she worn that particular dress to Stansberry's engagement party. It was gorgeous, and it did look very bridal.
This is the train I should have worn at Stanbury's when they were pissed that I wore a train. I'm always gonna look better than everybody. Do you know why? Why? I was born this way. Deal with God. When you do wrong to me, I wanna be petty. But I do like to be petty. I can be petty for like 10 minutes and then I remember Jesus, but his best friend, Judah, that's Brooks. Sometimes, honestly, it can come off as being preachy or judgmental towards others.
I'm sorry to this restaurant.
Look,
Photo
Vogue,
shoot.
you see? Look at that.
Do you think we're weird?
No.
Listen, this woman is going to outdress, outdo, and be extremely extra any chance she gets. And I love it because I don't think many housewives could pull this off. She says that she is always going to act and dress the way she does because she was born that way. Deal with God. That cracks me up. That girl is hilarious. And the funny thing is I don't think that she's hilarious on purpose. I think that's just who she is. She has a wonderful, playful spirit about her. And I am loving Ion. When she compared Brooks to Judas, I said, oh, geez. Listen, I can't wait to get to this reunion. This is about to be a full-on mess. I respect Sarah for living her life her way. I respect the fact that she stands up for herself and she got out of that marriage, a couple of her marriages. I like that she wants to be strong and brave and independent. I think that Sarah is a pretty awesome girl. I really do like Sarah. However, I have to agree with Ion when she says that Sarah comes off as a little judgmental and a little preachy, because she does. There's one thing to just give advice when asked, but it's another thing to, give unsolicited advice and be preachy about it. I agree with Ion. Them taking pictures in that restaurant, the pictures turned out beautifully. I appreciate Sarah saying she was sorry to the restaurant. That's a lot going on. This woman is wearing a formal bridal collection gown in the middle of lunch hour. Brooks meeting up with her ex-husband. I really appreciate having the chance to finally meet him. They have a conversation regarding their son and their son being bullied. And then they talk a little bit about business. The conversation went a little heavy on the business, a little light on the son. But that could also be editing. We find out that her ex-husband is her contractor on her spa project and her ex-boyfriend is one of her investors. And one thing that I thought was interesting is her ex-husband says that she loves to spend money, spend his money and other people's money, but not her own money. And I think that's the best kind of spending, when it's other people's money. The way I look at it, when you're married, that's our money, not just your money. That's our money, fella. But anyway, him and her have a conversation, and she was talking to him about, pretty much the downfall of their marriage and how he was a different person than that I assume he was very abusive, and I don't think that she meant physically abusive. I think he may have been emotionally and verbally abusive. And it's all alleged because I don't know these people, but that's kind of the vibe that I got. It seems that he is saying that he's changed. He's a different person now. And I can appreciate that, but I think the anger that he has let go, Brooks has picked it up. You know, she talked about how he was in the past, but that's currently how she behaves, in my opinion. She talked about him being argumentative, and that sounds like she's describing herself right now. I do appreciate that he apologized to her and acknowledged his bad behavior, and I thought it was really good that she felt that she could accept his apology. And I think that's good, not just as exes, but it's really good as co-parents that they can, apologize, be understanding, and be able to accept and forgive. So when Ion, Nina, and Sarah go shopping for gold in the gold souk market, I enjoyed that scene. I enjoyed seeing all of that. Ion shows up and she is, good gracious alive.
Now you see necklace? No, you don't.
Oh, this is very beautiful.
I think I crossed the line. It's kind of too much right now.
It's never over the top.
But guys, again, I'm gonna sit.
50%.
I feel like we did good, Nina.
Mission accomplished, but I still would have got it cheaper.
This woman shows up in this beautiful purple ensemble. I don't even know what you call it. I mean, this dress had a train on it. It was a lot. I think that Ion dressing like she does every episode is some sort of marketing setup. I think it's a genius plan. She is a model. She is showing off all of these different designers in each episode. And I have a feeling that next season, she is going to have designer after designer after designer lining up to either give her fashions or loan her fashions to wear on the show. She has no concept when it comes to being overdressed. She doesn't think that there is any occasion that does not call for a ball gown. I mean, this woman is killing it. She is dressed like she's going to the Met Gala every day almost. She just wears whatever she feels like, regardless of the location. She doesn't care. And that is something that I could admire because I don't think I could pull it off. Seeing Nina in the gold souk negotiated and tried to save a coin was priceless. I enjoyed every minute of it. She said, I could have got him to go lower. I said, wait a minute. It was really different to see somebody as rich as Nina trying to negotiate for a lower price. And she was doing a pretty good job. Ion said, you guys negotiate. And she sat down at the floor. I said, not with that good dress. I mean, she is something else. So after a little light gold shopping, Ion invites all the ladies to go to a local Ethiopian restaurant to share with them some of the food from her culture. And I thought I would love to go to an Ethiopian restaurant. And I'm pretty sure that we probably have some here in town, but I bet you 9 times out of 10 the food is not that good. So I would have loved to go to dinner in a authentic Ethiopian restaurant. Now on the way there, Brooks makes some kind of comment that this area is ghetto.
Definitely in the ghetto right now. Super hood. And we are in the hood today, but
I know you're lying. What? Are we going to a quinceañera or are we going to have Ethiopian food? I told my child, okay, honey, you can go upstairs. Sarah goes, you're not going to go tuck him in? You should be more affectionate towards your child.
No. Yelling, all this finger pointing,
Nina,
that's not going to get us anywhere.
What we're not going to do
What
is
we're not
actually
going to
make...
do is what we're doing now.
I said to her, I felt you're being judgmental and you're preaching.
To stop with this bullshit, really.
Sarah, shut the like we...
Fine, that's inappropriate.
Honey, she's not on my level.
No, I know.
She's not on your level. Bye. Shut up, Sarah.
Excuse me? Say to me, shut up one more time.
What are you trying to do?
I'll
What are you
do
gonna
differently.
What are you gonna do?
I felt like hell opened up and there was no going back. Even Jesus in heaven was like, Brooks, get your together. And he was like, Sarah, be kinder to Brooks.
I'll order some class for you online. Stupid bitch.
I was very upset by that comment. It came off as nasty. You know what I mean? She has a nasty yet immature attitude, and just the behavior is too much. And then to call the area ghetto, I thought just saying ghetto about the area and the neighborhood seemed arrogant and disrespectful. I don't know, you guys, maybe I'm just taking it too seriously. I think that this fight between Brooks and Sarah has gone too far. You know, there's been 3 episodes of this, and it makes no sense when they could both just say, listen, I'm sorry. You know, Brooks is taking it too far. The yelling, the screaming in the middle of this restaurant. Sarah can't get a word in edgewise. You know, I think Sarah should just apologize and say, listen, I didn't realize the things that I said would hurt your feelings. I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry that I critiqued your parenting. Just apologize. If you hurt someone's feelings, apologize and move forward just to keep Brooks quiet. This is out of control and embarrassing as hell, and it's just ridiculous to keep arguing about it. You know, Brooks always wants to come with so much heat and fire as if that's the way that you solve problems, or that's how you get your point across. Screaming and yelling at somebody, being in somebody's face, being all hyped and arguing like that does not get your point across. It only pisses people off even more. And that is why Nina told her that if you tell me to shut the F up again, I'm going to handle you differently. And I understood what she meant by that, because believe you me, if you keep coming at me over and over and over again, and it's always like this, I'm going to handle you differently also. I think I just said Nina, but I meant to say Sarah. I think that if I was Sarah, I would have handled it the same way. I would have just got up and left. You are not about to get my blood pressure up. I am not here for this. I came for the food. Now, one thing I did notice when you watched the replay, the flashbacks, even though I don't think that Sarah intended to hurt Brooke's feelings, she was critiquing her parenting. And I agree with her critiques. She did hurt her feelings. Just say you're sorry and move forward. One thing that I did feel bad about is all the ladies left before the food was even served. And then Ayan is left there to have dinner herself and try to get into the restroom in that ball gown. I didn't like that. I thought in the end, at least Nina and Caroline could have sat there and had dinner with her. They could have sat there and at least had a bite to eat before they just left her there by herself. I was happy to see that at the dance hall dance class, Brooks and Sarah did have a conversation.
I apologize. I should have been able to express myself to you.
If you ever need an ear, you ever need a shoulder, you ever need a back, I'm here for you.
That Brooks apologized. I don't really think that Sarah apologized, in my opinion. I think that it would have only taken a moment for her to say that she was sorry as well. You know, I'm sorry my comment upset you. It really wasn't my intention. Something like that. That would have definitely worked. But at this point, I am glad that they have both decided to move past this, because you know good and daggone well if this was the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, this would have went on for 3 more episodes.
What was that? Ayan, I know she doesn't like to be called Big Bird, but she was definitely giving Big Bird tonight.
Now this dance hall competition, let me just tell you right now, all of them were horrible. Every last one of them were absolutely horrible. Now Caroline getting upset with the prize that she won. Listen, her and Ayan both could have got that prize. They were both a bit of a mess. But the point is they were all getting along, they were all laughing, and they were all having a good time. And that's all that matters. Anyway, there really wasn't much going on in this episode. Get down in the comments, you guys, and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.